Fellas, welcome back. We got UFC Fight Night. Hernandez versus Rodriguez, UFC Sacramento on deck this weekend on Saturday. And it is low-key a banger. It's probably better than UFC 330, in my humble opinion. It's going to be good in front of a crowd of the arena, man. You might not know a ton of names, but we're going to get into it. We're going to start at the very bottom with Chanel Dyer and Elise Reed. Now, I have no idea who Elise Reed is, but at a minus 800 favorite, I like Chanel Dyer in this one. That's about it. Next up, we got Wes Schultz versus Wes Schultz. Man, I mean, who knows, dude? This is gonna be a draw. This might be a double knockout. So if I had to put any money on any draw, I think this would be it because they look like carbon copies of one another. Odds are super close. Wes Schultz coming off a win, Jackson McVeigh coming off a win, but Jackson McVeigh lost to Zach Reese, and Wes Schultz lost to Mansour Abdul Malik, and neither of those are good in any way, shape, or form. So, I'm gonna call the old double knockout here. There might be a draw, actually. They might submit each other. Whatever happens, it's gonna mirror it. Realistically, though, I don't know. I guess Jackson McVeigh. I don't like Wes Schultz's abilities to hurt another human, so I'm gonna go Jackson McVeigh, I guess. Next up, we got Gage Young versus Stan Dorsainville from Haiti. A lot of no pictures on this card, but these odds are tight, man. Gage Young's fought a lot of comp in the UFC, a lot of good comp. Stan Dorsainville, don't know too much about the guy, but he's 5-0 or something like that as a pro, and apparently likes to knock people out. And, you know, Gage Young, I think Gage Young is comfortably going to get this one. But, you know, I don't know. I truly just don't know. And do you need me to know on something like this? I mean, are you guys looking to me for in-depth breakdowns on Gage Young versus Stan Dorsainville? No. I'm just going to say it like it is. Gage Young's probably going to decision win here. And same shit for the next one, man. Who is Ryan Cuse? Marcio Barbosa coming off, I believe, one knockout win in the UFC. Let me verify that real quick. But, like, same kind of thing, bro. Okay, Dennis Bazookia, I believe, knocked him out. Not 100% on that, but at a minus 800 favorite. Do you need me to tell you who's going to win versus Marcio Barbosa versus Ryan Cuse? I have no idea. Considering this guy's never fought in the UFC before, 9-2. I don't even know what he looks like, man. Third Street Savage. Marcio Barbosa by knockout. All right. Next up, we got Chris Padilla, the War Taco, versus Nasrat Haqparast, and the UFC website's gonna give me shit. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't need to. Whatever. War Taco versus Nasrat Haqparast. Now, Nasrat Haqparast's last fight was the infamous bakery sequence in which he got absolutely slimed by the future lightweight champion, Quillen Salkild. And it was about a year ago. I don't think, I mean, it's a reasonable amount of time off for a head kick like that. That guy was probably concussed for a month. And I don't know that I really trust the chin coming back like that. Nasrat Haqparast was really good. Everyone thought he was going to fraud check Quillen Salkild in their fight. But Padilla's been good in the UFC, man. He's been physical. He's been intimidating. Goes out there, gets finishes. At a plus 100 underdog, I don't hate a Chris Padilla pick. And I think I'm going to go with Chris Padilla by knockout. Or, man, if it goes to a decision, it'll be close. I'm going to take Padilla inside the distance. Padilla, late rounds knockout. Next up, we got Kennedy Nzechukwu fighting at heavyweight against Shamil Gaziev. Nzechukwu beat Marcus Buchecha, but that doesn't tell us a lot. Shamil Gaziev having a rough couple of fights. Man, the meme is kind of dead with Shamil Gaziev, the blob. It's kind of dead, and I think Jaden Cable has cursed him to being cut from the UFC after this fight. I think it's probably over for Shamil the Blob Gaziev. And again, Nzechukwu not giving us too much. But do you really need a lot to get a win over Shamil Gaziev anymore? I mean, he might just blob his way to a decision. But, I mean, it's kind of the athlete era of heavyweight. Not that Nzechukwu was a superstar, but you just got to believe he's going to get it done in this one. At a plus 115 dog, I like those odds as well. I'm going to go with Nzechukwu by probably a decision. Next up, we got Jamal Emmers versus Larian Douglas. And, man, Larian Douglas, this motherfucker is scary, bro. He's 14-5. I'm actually kind of just finding out that his record is 14-5. But those were not in the UFC. Those were earlier in his pro career. Jamal Emmers pretty good as well. He's coming as an underdog a lot and won a couple fights as an underdog. But I think Larian Douglas has got this in the bag. Minus 390 is kind of crazy. There's not a ton of money making opportunity. I would assume the knockout on this one is minus 200. But I do think that's what's going to happen. I think Larian Douglas is just too quick. He's got some absolute pop in his shots. I think he's going to be able to chin Jamal Emmers in this one. Could be kind of a crazy underdog pick, but I don't think so. I think Larian Douglas has got this one in the bag. Next up, we got Anthony Wint versus Terrence Chapman. And, oh my gosh, UFC. And, man, minus 1,000, I don't even know if that's enough, to be quite honest with you. I think round one knockout is probably going to be like minus 400. And I'll tell you why. You can see on the screen that Terrence Chapman does not have his image filled in the UFC website yet. But allow me to show you what Terrence Chapman looks like. This is Terrence Chapman. I mean, bro. I mean, he is a straight bag of milk. I'm no prize myself. There's a lot of heavyweights. So we just got done talking about the blob, Shamil Gaziev. But holy shit, this guy is the true blob. It looks like... I don't even know where to start. I don't want to just roast this guy for being fat. But he's just not winning this fight against Anthony Wint, who is... He looks like this. We saw in the Contender Series, they love feeding this guy absolute bags of milk. Okay, I'm just going to allow them to take all my information here because I don't want to see this screen anymore. Terrence Wint coming in, crawling on the fucking ceiling on his walkout, beating on his chest. Bro, he, on the Contender Series, didn't even really swing at the guy's chin all that much. I can't remember his opponent's name. But he didn't really touch his chin all that much. He laid down one shot. The guy curled up in a ball facing the fence, and Wint was just teeing off, and he was landing on shoulder blades. He was landing on his back. So, he's not the most controlled, but he's going to win this fight. I mean, look at this physique, bro. I mean, look at this physique. It's just not going to happen, man. Obviously, you need a guy like this to step up on short notice. And, man, what an opportunity it is. Because Anthony Wint, the name value right now is pretty high. Obviously, we just saw him fight in the Contender Series. People know who he is now. And, to come in and get a win against Anthony Wint would be insane. But at a plus 650, I don't think there's a chance. I think Wint knocks him out in one. Only way to get any value out of that, and I think it's still probably going to be like minus 300 that he does. Moving on, we got Markel Medeiros versus Mason Jones. Another banger. Okay, so I have to allow the UFC to take my fucking personal data every single bout card that I decide to open. So that's awesome. Markel Medeiros coming off a draw. That's pretty crazy. A whole lot of decisions for Markel Medeiros since he's been in the UFC. And what are the odds on this one, man? Minus 275. Again, I would say it's a little bit tighter than that. But I think Mason Jones is just on another level. I'm so excited to watch this guy fight again, bro. He's had two of the most insane comebacks I think I've ever seen in the UFC. He's got an absolute melon. It's not even a big head, but dude, he is just kind of built like a brick shithouse. He just can't be touched. They can't crack this guy's chin. And I don't think Markel Medeiros is going to be the one to crack his chin. I think Mason Jones is going to go in there and put a whooping on him. I don't think it's going to be maybe as competitive as some of his other matchups. But Markel Medeiros is good. He might surprise us. There's always a chance, man. You step into a cage fight with another human, there's always a chance. But I think Mason Jones has got this one in the bag. Next up, Rainer de Ridder versus Roman Dolidze. Sure, take my data. Rainer de Ridder at light heavyweight. Roman Dolidze coming off of what? I don't even know anymore, bro. Roman Dolidze's so irrelevant. Oh, that's right. Okay, we saw this pretty recently. Rainer de Ridder had a tough couple of performances there. A tough performance, I'd say. But this is different, man. He's looking absolutely jacked. I think he's going to be able to get in there and just kind of physicalize. That's not even a word, excuse me. Just out physicality, not a word. But you guys know what I mean. I think he's going to be the bigger guy in there against Roman Dolidze, quite honestly. Again, these odds are tough to make money on, man. Minus 400. But I think he's just kind of better in every area. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's got longer reach because he's got monkey arms like me. Let's see. Yeah, he's 6'4", 2-inch reach advantage, not crazy. Roman Dolidze's pretty long guy as well. But I think he's going to be able to just kind of do what he wants on the feet. And if for some reason Roman Dolidze is pushing up against the fence, Rainer de Ridder's the type of guy that's going to be able to get out of that. If it goes to the ground, I think Rainer de Ridder's really good off his back. And, it's hard for me to say that Rainer de Ridder is going to dominate a fight. I mean, you're only as good as your last performance, but I got Rainer de Ridder in this one probably by 30-27 decision. I think he'll take all 3 rounds, and I think this one's going to a decision. If not, I can see Rainer de Ridder by sub. Moving on, Sergey Spivak versus Vitor Petrino. Sergey Spivak, man, who did he beat in his last fight? I have goldfish brain right now. I can't remember shit. Been watching reels all morning. Oh, that's right. And who is Vitor Petrino coming off again? Okay. Oh. This is a tough one, man. Is Vitor Petrino not ranked? And Sergey Spivak is number 6? These meta rankings are so bad, bro. Minus 150 favorite for Petrino. That's probably accurate, I'd say. I don't know if Spivak is like spectacular at any one thing. I don't. Petrino's got decent enough takedown defense. He's going to be able to throw just power shots on the feet. Spivak might just kind of blob his way to a decision when Vitor Petrino gets gassed. But I don't know that I really see Spivak being able to take the shots at Petrino. And I think this is a situation where, spoiler alert for my main event kind of breakdown, but if Vitor Petrino doesn't get this done in round 1 by knockout, I think we could see Spivak win his way to a decision. But maybe spoiling the main event again. I think Vitor Petrino does get it done early by knockout. I think Spivak is going to be. I don't know about overlooking him. Like, he's got a dangerous guy in front of him. He's an intimidating guy. But Spivak's been around the top for a while. He's fought some bad mofos. I don't know, man. I don't want to fence sit too much. I haven't really done a whole lot of fence sitting on this card. I'm gonna say Vitor Petrino by finish early, round 1 knockout. Moving on to the main event, Fluffy Hernandez versus Gregory Robocop Rodriguez, and I don't think Fluffy looks like this right now, to be quite honest, man. Fluffy's looking a little more fluffy than normal. And speak of only as good as your last fight, Fluffy got absolutely brutalized by the current champion. I'll give him that. But he got the shit beat out of him by Sean Strickland, and he didn't look good. He didn't look all that good. Sean Strickland's a pro at getting the jab through, but normally he's not able to land power shots like that. And if Sean Strickland is landing power shots and is able to take you out, I think Robocop is going to land a nuke on Anthony Hernandez in the first round. Robocop's got good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's also won a few judo competitions, if I'm not mistaken. But he doesn't have to use it, man. He's a big body, big throw. He's launching nukes. We know this. We've seen him get some incredible knockouts in the UFC, and I think this is going to be another one. What are they ranked? Hernandez 6, Robocop 11. I think this is a great opportunity for Robocop to get in the mix, man. The cardio was super suspect against Cannonier, but he kind of blew his load early in trying to get Cannonier out of there, and we know what Cannonier does. I think Fluffy, he's also gotten a little bit too comfortable. You know, he's been around the UFC for a long time. He's drowned some guys. It's what he does. He takes people into deep water and he drowns them and he submits them. And we saw it against some very high level competition. But man, like at a certain point, I think some of this stuff just kind of catches up with you. Some of the habits that he has. It was just in an interview recently. He was like, "Yo, what was the question, bro? Sorry, my edibles just hit." Nothing against him, man, but I don't know if he takes it as seriously as you'd like him to. And that's kind of the allure about Fluffy, right? But like I don't know. I think it's going to catch up to him at some point. And obviously it just caught up to him getting knocked out by Sean Strickland. Doesn't really happen all that often. But I don't know. Rodriguez's grappling is pretty untested. And similarly to the last fight, I think if Robocop doesn't go out there and put him on a t-shirt in round 1 or 2, we got a chance at him getting decisioned by Fluffy or even submitted. You know, just a classic Fluffy win here. Fluffy's a killer, bro. Robocop is an absolute marauder. And I don't just look at the physique, man. Like I said, Fluffy doesn't even look like this. This is him looking good. And I don't think he looks all that good recently. But what are the odds here, man? Like Fluffy's a favorite, right? I think this is the best opportunity to make money on the card. I don't see a way in which Fluffy dominates anything on the feet. And I mean, he might go for he might just try and spear Robocop right away, but I don't know. I think Robocop's too physical he's got the grappling background. Like I said, he hasn't used it in the UFC, but I think he knows what he's doing. And I think he'll be able to stuff some takedowns. And I mean, he's got the same reach, but like, bro, I think Robocop's going to be able to sneak a couple 1-2s or in there early, because Sean Strickland was able to do it, and Sean Strickland is the greatest fighter that has ever lived, but like, that's not what he does. This is what Robocop does, and for Fluffy to lose against Sean Strickland that way, I see him getting nuked by Gregory Rodriguez in 1 round. I think it's going to happen quickly. I think Gregory Rodriguez is going to be able to get up there in the top 5. It's going to be a banger card no matter what, man. And I'm taking some risks on some underdogs this time, but I think Rodriguez gets it done. We'll see, man. We'll see. We got the weigh-ins coming here shortly. I'm excited for this one. I'm excited to be back in front of an arena instead of what they're claiming is an arena at the Meta Apex. And, yeah, we're back. We got another week, man. Another week of this shit. Let's go. I will see you guys after the event. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.